Welcome to Serpent Visionary Oracle. Oh, what don't you see coming your way? This is going to be a really fun pick-a-pile. So yes, there is some pre-shuffle. And given the pre-shuffle, wowee, the cards really, they flew everywhere. There was a lot of them that flew off the table, onto the floor. Chatty. So we'll see how much live shuffling I do this time on your choices. I have no idea what's underneath these, but given everything that's moving, Mercury and Venus are making their way forward, direct, and Neptune has already joined Aries. And other astrological things that are happening out in the sky that will be intensifying some things. We see what happens with everyone by mid-April as the World card continues. But so does Judgment. So, thus, each pile has a Judgment card in there, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything till I flip the rest of all of the cards underneath. So we shall see what's underneath, and I will zoom in closer for your choices. Choice 1. Is the silver bat. There's also 2 labradorites up above. Choice 2 is this nice bat flying over the full moon. That is choice 2. There's also a Florite above. Choice number 3 is the green bat. Well, it's green and black. We'll call it the green bat. Honey calcite accompanied on top. So choice 4 is the Bloodstone bat. You can see his little heart there. Up above is the flowered agate. Wowie. There's a lot of movement going on. Wowie. I can't wait to dive into these piles. So if you are new here and you've not experienced anything that's posted here on this channel, welcome. and we have fun. I am one of these readers that does one-on-one readings. Me and you, one-on-one. In the live video chat platform, there's many to choose from. Just get in touch with me down below. The information's down below. Most people Instagram me, message there, or they write me in the email listed below. And that's that. And the card promo continues. So in the playlist area, you'll notice there is the ESTY Registry and the Amazon Wishlist. And all the decks are listed there. And you can see the flip throughs. Hey, you might want a deck for yourself. Might as well look through the flip through. And if you bless the table with the deck and or decks, you get a reading from me. So that's one way to obtain a reading from me with a little bit of a discount. No, I don't know. Up to you. Anyways, what's coming towards you that you don't see coming? You may be aware, you may be feeling anticipation vibes, like you can just feel the earth rumbling down below, like something's bubbling up. The Judgment card is popping up on people's readings, but it's the Sun's there and the World card's there as well. All of these piles have the Judgment card in them. They just do. Bubbling up, as the title is, what don't you see coming? Because this has appeared in like everybody's readings lately, as there's a lot astrologically going on. And it's not over yet, it just got started. Wait till everything starts going forward, like Mercury and Venus, as the Venus star point is coming to that closing portal. And if you missed that one, look at the videos that I posted ahead of this one, the Venus star point. Oh, it's like my favorite astrological time of all. That hits home. Maybe it's the Libra in me. So anyways, getting that stuff, you know, there's just like a lot of different vibes on the table. Like they're everywhere, coming from, they're just like showing up out of nowhere. People, situations, as the retrograde is. Mercury's really interesting. It can be a lot of fun because there's a lot of blasts from the past coming back. And with the retrograde of Venus, we continue to really like examine that 5-point star. Anyways, let's get to the piles, shall we? Okay, choice number 1 was this cute little silver bat. He actually has a glass crystal orb there, paired with the labradorites. There's that beautiful sheen. See if I can capture it in the sun. Where's the sun? I mean, there's the sun. It's better if you see the sheen here. But you get the picture. It's the labradorites. Oh boy, we have a lot going on in these piles. Okay, let's do the flip. What is the tarot here? Of course, it's going to be the Judgment card. It's the Judgment card for every pile. So this is just going to be like the little guide. And this is really funny if you know me personally. I mean, this kind of looks like me in the morning. Well, yeah, I mean business. And it's very, oh yeah, these vibes right here in this Judgment card. Even though there's like a little mixture of like, let me go back to her. Just like some Viking vibes, angels. Oh yeah. You know, wow. Okay, let's see what, okay, so here's where it, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, 6 Pentacles. 3 sword. Ooh, so you got the so below card, but she's upside down. Lover's upside down. Wheel of Fortune. Continuing with second row of the tarot. Let's see what's here. These are a little sticky. Okay, here we go. Temperance. 8 cups. The Empress. The 4 Pentacles. They always portray the squirrels with the 4 Pentacles, I swear. Okay, okay. Ace of Pentacles. Lovers. Oracle cards. Be fearless. Celestial teacher. Gratitude. Okay, there's quite a storyline. There's a lot going on. But the inquiry is what you don't see coming. So let's flip the camera. Get into the images. There may be a live shuffle here. Because, you know, I'm always adding. There's a lot of cards here on the table. As I was going to say in the intro, all right, I think I mentioned it. These cards flipped everywhere. I would have had to been pausing the camera I don't know how many times if I would have live shuffled. So we just flip the camera here and get into the messages. Okay. This is really beautiful. Okay. What you don't see coming. So I started it with the Judgment card. You know how like sometimes readings have this indicator card or whatever, and it's just there because it's been showing up on the table. And I'm going to use the same deck as you saw, as you chose in your pile, because we get the point. And it didn't show up again in the animal row. So there's a tarot row and an animal tarot row. Why the animal? I like using animal decks because they have a different vibe. Animals are very innate. All the piles contain a bat as well. So bats come to me as messengers when there's going to be a change. And the change like occurs... I'm sliding off the second cushion. I think it's funny. We good? Speaking of, you know, changes and stuff. All right. So anyways, it's quirky. Like you could have never saw it coming. And it brings good fortune. As there's the Wheel of Fortune card right here in the end of the first row. Okay. So what you don't see coming here is your beauty, your health, first off, because we're source first before the Pentacles. Yes, it is material. It's our home. To me, it's like our church. And there's a 10 Pentacles starting this reading. Wow, this is about your like manifestations in renewal in your health, your mentality. It's like hitting the ching, 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 with your materials as it multiplies where you're set. As there's a give and take card, and the give and take is about the generosity that you don't see coming. There's a very deep sorrow here of, you know, really feeling, battling it out with sorrows, griefs. Maybe some people have passed away, literally, pets. Maybe it's been a departure of a soul contracted type of situation. It could be an intimate friend, lover, partner, couple type situation, or it could be a choice that you chose that you know that the contract or the journey of this is over. And this is a feeling like, you know what, I'm open to this change. It's like you're knowing it's coming and really embracing and wanting it. You're walking away from, oh, you're just walking away from the one, like some really huge obstacles and mountains that you've accomplished, like in your spiritual path or whatever, you know, is important and what you care about most for yourself. The second line starts off as a temperance because there's been some zero to emo here. So I always tell people when the temperance card's showing up as well, a lot on the table. I've really grown to love this card because I get that in my readings a lot. But they're really beautiful, that it signifies, and they're always like angelic with wings, you know, which matches the wings of the Judgment card. So if you experienced the wake-up call for yourself, you've put a lot of deaths behind you. That's a, I think you are my aware people, like you're aware of things, like nothing shocking here. You're flowing with it. You get what's going on, because there's an Empress card next to the Four of Pentacles. This little freaking little sneaky little scroll. Oh, they're so cute. But the end of like really budgety, like I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles happening on everyone's table here. Regardless, I'm telling people, okay, regardless of what's happening with the world, just let it do its thing. It's good to be aware. Don't get crazy, you know, like this is, if you choose this pile, there's something here that's gonna hit boom. Like it's like it may come in a resource that is not obvious, which what you don't see coming about your monies, your health, your well-being. When I have sensations in my body, yeah, especially if you've had any physical sensations in the hip area, in your lower back, belly, you know, lower belly. Not chronic illnesses so much, just sensations. Or like for me, when I yoga a little bit further, I'm like, oh yeah, that hip has my attention. You know, just like bodily sensations. I don't know why. Anything that comes into a reading while I'm doing this, I just add it. It's not for everybody. I just noticed it and I just put it out there. Okay, so with the Empress, it's just like the Empress is the mom. How do you want to nurture yourself? What are you creating? This is what you don't see is a very big creation wave coming towards you. So hold on, because this journey is not over. This is very beautiful, what I'm sensing here, because there's some sorrows. There's some grieving here. You've been doing that work. Well, as I was in conversation with someone today, there's just like a point where you just get exhausted of healing work. And it's time to take a pause, you know, or, okay, I know there's, you may be saying to yourself, there's a little bit more to do maybe. There's a change here that's coming. It's very beautiful. The change is about you creating it, and it's big. It's going to hit like boom what comes in. Is the Lover's card outside self or in within? There's a Lover's card here. Beautiful. It's portrayed with daughters. What's interesting in this, the Lover's card, is there's a snake in the background with the tree, you know? Lilith vibes. Hey, this is within yourself. It's not about someone outside yourself. Because for me, the Lover's card is, you know, love, period. Is it for self, or is, like, sometimes it's a couple's card too, you know, so I'm asking if it's outside yourself. And this is like, wait till I show you the video on this because this is so pretty. This particular deck has a way of connecting certain cards to one another like a puzzle. You'll see what I mean when I show the flip through of the cards, because there's two lovers cards here, by the way. So there's one upside down and there's one upright after the Ace of the Pentacles. So ooh, that means your heart, your soul, your spirit, your body, your mind, it's home, it's temple. The Big Bang here. The Ace of Pentacles is very popular on the table right now. So what you don't see coming is all that you've been through in the past here that you've worked on and let go, because these are people that put in the work. They had the courage to face whatever came at them that caused such grief and sorrow and pain and storm, and you did the healing work where you had to, like you went deep, because like everything got put on hold. But now, you know, these cards are upside down here next to the Lovers card. So again, you may have let some very significant people let them go, or do whatever a circumstance or a choice you made, you let that go, but you searched deep, like you hit the dark, which is the deep. Yeah, not easy. So now, like, you know, there's a card called Be Fearless, but this is like a person that's you're very blessed for this journey. That's what I mean. You're not like emo here. You're just like ready to be in your power again. You have a lot of beautiful ideas here. You're going to have a lot of choices. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? And through it all, you've either, if you're a creative type, a business type, something about you is that during this time, even if it would have like hurt or went upside down, a little sour here, you have options, and you're going to go. You're going to go out in the world and go get it. That's what's here. The gratitude card's really pretty too, because it's like gratitude. It's in the heart space in here. The celestial teacher, the crown is activated. There's wings here. So there's a theme of wings, setting yourself free. But it's just like coming at you. Like boom, beautiful. So that's what you don't see coming at you, is this increase in your vitality, your beauty, maybe reinventing yourself. Look, there's an ace there. Yeah, you've done some pretty deep healing work in this heart space of the body or whatever you were going through. But there's some generosity coming that you don't see. There's this Ace of Pentacles you don't see, like a big bang, boom, like, whoa, wow. And you can just go forward with all those options and beautiful ideas, and you're going to go forward with your voice, and you're going to be in action. Let me show you your images now. Okay, so here are the images. Let's go back to the beginning. Here's me as the Judgment card. So the Labradorite and the crystal orb right there. Tell me these are the esoterics and into spirituality. It's the psychicness. I always call it my little psychic stone. Or delving into unknown, whatever that may be. Whatever, that's a big file right here. So come I get the vibe here. This is the first line out. Let's start with the first three. So this is what you don't see coming. There's an increase in them, in your well-being. There's a big, remember, there's an Ace of Pentacles right here. But there's a generosity coming to you, like an increase, like it's just going to like, whatever this is right here. Ouch. That's moving out. These cards are upside down. Well, she's not, because there's things to do. There's like residuals, or she's real show right-sided. But it's transforming. That's what you don't see coming. You know, you've been transforming it, doing a great job. And here's the beautiful Wheel of Fortune. I know the light's funky, but the sun keeps going. The sun keeps going in and out like this storm here. But I think the storm is hit already. You already been through this. Let me see if I can change the light a little. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay, so again, this is what you don't see coming, is that right here starts off the reading. Let me show you what these cards look upright. So when I see this card here, it's like choosing some pretty deep healing work here, where you really have to face something, which given here, yeah. So you know you did. And I think this is upside down. Remember, I'm seeing it upside down. So you may have really had to have let some people go, a situation, a place, I don't know. But it was like, ow. So there's residuals here. But when I see this beautiful Wheel of Fortune, check her out. See, there's a lot of wings here and angels and this. Well, I'm using the same card deck, but still, when you switch, you're going to see some symbols. But there she is right here at the end of this row. So there's some change coming. So here's like the temper, rents, the moods, the life coming at us, the triggers, and finding a way to balance it is really leaving that situation behind. Following your own light. I like this portrayal of the Eight of the Cups, because this is fireflies. These are night creatures. And they shine at night. Next to the Empress, she's sweet. But I like that the fact that she's like, she's so couture with the ladybugs there. And ladybugs are really beautiful to me. They're like considered one of those lucky things. There's some wings spreading here. You're in creation mode. So through this all, whatever this was over here, you're in creativity mode. Because you saw it for your advantage. You have an outlet. So here's that little sneaky little squirrel. But look at the next three here. Followed by these two are that's like beautiful. So you're creating like this whole different mentality here of, you know, I can't be, well, you're budgeting. It may be you had to hold back a little bit because of the dollars, you know, but that's going to change right here, because boom, boom, boom. That's my finger going yay. Show you this. And it has a feeling like it's not only going to come out of nowhere, but it's like it's only seen by you. Something very unique about you. Yes, because you chose this bat, and this bat has a story of its own. Okay, so down here we have these beautiful oracle cards of gratitude, whatever they mean for you. But this one is like, yeah, the celestial teacher, quieting the mind, being with you. It's a lot of angel vibes up there. It's very crown oriented. Look at up here. Okay, but here is the thing with this, when I ask, I'll bring this to the center, is what this is bringing here, with this love, this new love is bringing, love in your life, as everything inward towards you, not outside yourself. And you're going, yeah, I'm taking charge. I'm going to have that. I'm moving the cards over to see, because the light's like bouncing. It's moving around. Let me move these and align them, because they're so beautiful. So let me show you this line right here. See all these options, they're choosing. All these ideas been swimming around. Like there's a lot of nice freedom here. And there you are, going after it right there. It's going to be some good love that comes into your life. May be surprising after this went down. But that's what you don't see coming. Thank you for watching. Much love. Salud. If you want a reading from me, you know what to do already. Nice vibe. Okay. This is choice number 2. I named it the Golden Bat. With the fluorite. I always think this is a nice overall cleansing stone for me. It's kind of a clearer. It has its very subtle color, but I like the clarity. Very nice vibing stone. Okay, we're going to put these up on top. Let's see what the tarot reveals. There's a big stack. I can feel it. I don't know what's underneath. So it's always the Judgment card. Now, in this deck, it's not the Judgment card. It's referred to as the universe. Isn't that a beauty? Deep transformation in this card, though. Beautiful, isn't it? What else is underneath the file here? 8 discs upside down. 2 cups. Strength. That's a hot strength card. Hangman. And the wheel. Get out. Whoa. Okay. Move these cards over here. So here's something that didn't work. Is about to come in. There's a change coming in. That's a beautiful strength card. And then here's the change. Okay. Let me move this up again. I don't know. I'll have to see what else is here. Because I have some ways to read this one the way I'm feeling it. Oh, so crazy that the wheel is at the end of this one. Okay, what's next? Whoa, 7 sword, but it's upside down. We have the Queen of the Wands. 5 wands. Then these oracles, we have change. Okay, 2 change. Really? We'll put that up here. There's doubles right here already. What else is here? Sacred wisdom. I'm going to leave that here with the Hangman because me and him have a relationship like that. And retreat. Wow, beautiful. Ooh, nice. There's going to be some interesting life flip through here because this is a very strong line to start with. Okay, let me flip the camera and let's get into the messages. Okay. Now, to start off with, I used bats. Now, I used bats because bats are about change. There's all kinds of movement. There's all kinds of changes going on right now. So, I used bats because bats, there's a bat right here. Yeah. There's a lot of changes going on with me when I got this bat. Little did I know. Really, really good memories. So, the bat's changes, though, are very, like, quirky. They come out of nowhere. Like, you could never predict how the change went down, but they bring really good change. In this case, the wheel is upright. The reverse cards here are, you know, it's proper. Yeah, that makes sense here. But before I get into the cards, this is like the vibe of you rising above something. We're going to get more into what's coming that you don't see, because this change here and the rest of the cards, I want to dive into a little bit more. It needs a little bit more cards in the picture for the story, right? Okay. So obviously to me here, something didn't work out. I don't know if it was a job, a circle of friends, was monies involved, your house, your body, your mentality, because it's still Pentacles. This is this, but I just stick with Wands, Pentacles, Swords, and Cups. Then everybody knows what I'm talking about. But when you see the videos and everything, you'll see the other lingo. You see for yourself. But obviously something just didn't work here with the connections here, either with one individual or many, or your connections in general. But the thing is, there was a lot of deceit here. There's a lot of phonies. There's a lot of instances like you're like, oh man, where you find the truth out about somebody, but you're a very good observer. So it wasn't like, oh, shocking, surprising. You're like, oh, fuck, man. So I love that you kept your heart open, that it didn't get guarded, and it took a lot of courage to keep on going on from whatever went upside down here with the connection or connections, but it's changing. But I love that the Strength card and the Hangman in this deck are hot. Freaking portrayed very nicely. I love the way it's portrayed. And especially the Hangman. The Hangman's what? My favorite card, everybody. You know that. If you follow me and you know me personally. It's right here. But the Hangman here is just about, man, he's just like, your observing's a little different. It's like if they don't see you coming, it's very, very stealth. Lots of courage here to go forward. With this particular completion card of the universe, it's a very high medicine card, plant medicine card. It's like my little ayahuasca card, one of them. But that's when you surrender. There's like movement here, like these three major arcana cards that have the people in them. They have this motion, like they're in surrender. You're in surrender mode. You're also ready for some badass fucking new creation with who you are. The Queen of Wands is here. That's my boss lady card. Ooh, she's sexy. Because when you're doing what you love, ooh, it's nice. And you get the sensualness comes back and the passion comes back. And then you're just like oozing all these sex vibes here. Where they're fighting over you. But it's deeper than that, because that universe card there is very Kundalini-ish. So there's what you don't see coming is there's going to be an unblockage in that root. And you're going to like, here's an obvious thing here. Like if you're, like a lot of people are coming to my table now and they're asking me about the whole ayahuasca ceremony. It comes up on their table and a lot of people are wanting to experience it. So it has these vibes because there's a sacred wisdom and it's all like geometric patterns, and I've seen all that. This looks very ayahuasca-ish, the pattern, but this is more like geometric stuff, like mandala type. But it says retreat. The thing about the card of retreat is it has the word treat. So like your treat's going to be different. It's going to be in the realm of, you know, a very like highly activated spiritual change perhaps. But there's two wheels here. The card depicts summer fall vibes, but the retreat card does not. So maybe because this is like what you don't see coming, so maybe it provides a change where you move, like location, where you really are in your power. By that time, that transition of that summer fall happens, that you're already in your power and you're comfortable and you've stripped whatever you stripped and you're okay with that. Because there's this like a vibe here of like stripping off things. What else about this change? Spill it, spill it. Let's get some juicy cards here for the Queen of the Wand. Oh, the Fool's here. Oh shit, the Ace of the Wands here. Big Dick Energy card hits the table along with the 3 Cups, the 9 Wands. Fuck yeah. There's an Ace of Wands here. So what you don't see coming is this total freedom, this total like celebration of like, you know who your VIPs are. Like this Queen of Wands, like who you are is someone that you'll protect your tribe, protect what you love and care about, like with passion, like with force, like with fuck yeah, but there's balance in it. So what you don't see coming in this is a totally like freedom to have fun, to let go. But there's an Ace of Wands here. That's the Big Dick Energy card. You know I gotta ask about that. Ask about that because there's 2 changes here. Also in this deck, it reminds me very much of ayahuasca because there's this vine and there's a snake wrapped in it, and then there's the leaves like the chacruna. And it's a very intense, right? It's a very intense medicine. It's very strong. But boy, will it free you up. And it's very much like you sit there for the first time. If you're a first timer, it's very much like the Fool. You're like, okay. But it's not dumb like that. It's not like, this Fool card's not dumb. It's a very interesting Fool card. There's something different in the way it's portrayed here. Because this Fool card's not dumb. This is someone that has experience. Like, okay, I know the warnings. They are like, you don't need to be told. The Fool card's like with this, again, this all the people cards in this deck have those arms of surrender. So you're ready. So it won't be that surprising like what you don't see coming, because you're probably the ones that can just feel the anticipation, like you can feel the rumbling. But this is beautiful. So let me ask, this Ace of Wands, is this like, because it can be sexy. Is this sexy or them finding their passion, or what's this Ace of Wands about? Oh, okay, there's like, okay, what's the Ace of Wands about? What you don't see coming, and I'm just saying what you don't see coming. Well, well, well. You appear twice on the table. There's 2 Queens of Wands here. So you have 2 repeat cards. And you're... Okay, we're still going to go there. We're still going to ask. Okay, when I asked What's this Ace of Wands back, what you don't see coming? Well, the devil pops in. Although, the devil is where it landed on top of the ace, the seven of the sword upside down, and then it landed on top of the eight of the pentacles, or discs upside down. The other three cards, when I ask what the Ace of Wands about, is what you don't see coming is your freaking dreams coming true. Your blessings coming true. Your prayers answered. Your rituals bring in or banish what you've been working on. Because there's some letting go here, no doubt, because I see the cards upside down, and then there's change. But this is a very strong change. This is like beautiful. Is the Lover's card outside of themselves or within? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's got, you see the sun come in like that? When I asked about the Lover's card, okay, so there's a 5 swords here, an Empress, a 4 wands, and a 2 discs, which is a lot like the feeling of this is you, just within. Okay, it's not outside yourself. Although this is a very sexy card, and that may show up. But the stronger vibe and the stronger messages is this is you. Because this 2 of discs here is very warning. When insects like this are in nature, it's like a warning to stay away. Because you're creating, and there's a snake here on the bottom. There's a lot of snakes here. Well, this is the first snake I see. Is that true? There's 2 of them here. Oh no, there's snakes here. Okay, so the 5 swords here landed on top of your Star and Lovers. So you do know that if anyone else comes in at this time, it's going to create conflict in your creation. You're going higher into what you're creating for yourself. You're very much in the vibe, I'm choosing me. Regardless, like if you're in a partnership, say if you're in a partnership, you're still choosing you. And balancing it out, because if you're in a partnership already, you're choosing in, and it's a really good connection here. You know, married type, committed, you know, whatever your connection is. You're working out the conflicts. That's what you're doing, so you can have it be a connection of your dreams, because there's a soul contract card here as well. Okay, there's a soul contract here. So there's 2 Queen of Wands, so you're like the boss lady here. Regardless if you're a man, woman, you know, you're the boss. And the devil is not even a temptation anymore. But don't be surprised if that person shows up again, because it shows you working through something with this. If you're married or have a connection, and there's still some things to work out there, it's in the background, but you pretty much know there's change coming here with that, because you alleviated that, or you know what that is. What's the devil like? Damn, that's someone that's lying, that's lies, addictions, side bitches, self-sabotage thoughts. You know, it could be a person, a situation, or you. I didn't ask who. But given that it's over here with that 7 of Swords upside down, I would say that this is outside yourself. These are people, situations, people, person. Ooh, because there was a love connection here too. So it could mean any of those themes, meanings. This is general, so it's all over the place. This one's interesting. Okay, but the Empress is into creating what? She's creating like you're looking in your options. You're looking at really looking deep, but it's passionate. It's beautiful what you're choosing. Because you're like you're doing the My Paradise creation right now. It's a beautiful Four of Wands, and this Four of Wands here is interesting as well. Because it has hands picking the fruit, like you're like, yes, like go, like, well, the fire people are active, like they go get, you're a go get. Not only the boss lady, but you go get. Fire, driven, you're in action. Wait to see the beautiful imagery here. So that's what's showing up here, which you don't see coming is a big bang. Don't be surprised if the devil comes back. Like anyone shady and you know it. Someone that fucked you over. Someone that you found out you thought was one way, and you sure found out that they were not. And it's like toxic energies, any of that kind of thing. Yeah, any of that kind of thing. But the beauty is, what you don't see is like your wishes are coming true from your creation, your souls. There may be love coming in your life, a beautiful partnership. Okay, that's a soul contract, that's with passion, great chemistry if you're single, okay? Or you increase that with the partner you have now. As long as that devil was alleviated, that's beautiful. Because then there's a lot of options here. There's a lot of there's a lot of like different options of ways of thinking that are a lot different, but it's going to bring you happiness. There's a strength card here. Wait till I show you the imagery. So that's what's showing up. Let me show you. Okay, there's a lot of cards. So let's start in the beginning over here. Stunning Universe card, aka Judgment. But in this case, it's not judgment, It's the universe. Because you see this as your advantage. You see the freedom, the peace it's bringing you, or it's brought you, whatever the situation is, right? But it's something that you rose above because you've got the golden bat. You're going to hit the jackpot. Okay, so let's get back to the tarot, and I'll just unveil, but I just wanted to show you, this is how the cards land up. So here's like the devil touching this one, and there's a lot underneath all this, but it's all good. This is the good vibes right here. Okay. So I need to move these so see here, there was definitely a connection that's very chargy because this guy showed up. Obviously, let me show you this seven sword here, represented by the cat. Yeah, exactly. Upside down, so. And then this card's upside down, but okay, here's that guy. Obviously. But see, it took you a lot of courage and a lot of vulnerability to choose the day to keep going forward. And you know what? You tamed that beast. You know what it feels like that you called, you know that the devil's gig was up and you probably called him on it. Or the devil knew, this devil vibe that I speak of was found out. Because I always say to people, when you have this combination right here, let me go back to this two cards. I always say to people, whoever this is always gets found out. And you know, look at this devil card, because look what's right there. Clever. They always fuck themselves. They get fucked and they just repeat, find somebody else, you know. And they don't pay them no mind. I don't. It's not my business what they fucking do, as long as they're not in my life. Because over here you observed very well. Show you these two cards are so awesome. Okay, and there's the change card. Okay, sweet. I'm going to put these like the power images. I'm going to put these in the power images. Okay, let me show you the change card up close a little bit more. Okay. So that's above that one because that was the same as that one. That's the point I put. There's two change cards. Let me move these down. Okay, the next row was, there was a couple of cat cards here. So there's the Ace of Wands. Follow with the Five of Wands next to her. So yeah, battling it out, yeah. At least it ain't this, well, and that's interesting that the Five of Swords came out too. But over here, this is really giving me that nice, medicine, journey vibes, or whatever that is for you. It could be nature, whatever that is that gives you that I got the fuck away and gave myself some peace, a spiritual bath, you know. Maybe you went to the ocean and just sat there and journaled or did nothing, whatever that is, but it depicts going outside, going away from. So that vibe is there. Continuing with the tarot, it went over, where did it go from here? Hold up. Okay. Hold up, let me pause. Okay, and asking what this change was about, because you had the double wheel there. You know, you had the double wheel right here. Because it's the same thing as change, but this isn't a good luck way. This is a good vibing way. That's from your, you know, your observation, courage, and vulnerability. So you have, what you don't see is the celebration from your strength and your tribe. And you know, you found out who your tribe is, but it's like a strength that, wow, you can be for, which you love and care about. You'll protect it the fucking highest. You know, get tribe involved. This is such a beautiful combo. And then you had the full, and then this, the Ace of Wands is there. And then I asked, what's this Ace of Wands about? So that's when the devil showed up. But then, oh, he was like over there where I showed you. But then this was here. And then I asked, is this outside themselves? And then this came across this way. The Empress was here. The Five Sword, and then here. So I already gave you the spiel on if you're married, single, or whatever. I just want to show you the images. Okay, but this is alignment. This is really nice. This is alignment here. This is paradise. This is so contracted deeply. You know, this conflict is moving away. There's no room for anyone else in the picture. You're higher up. You're, you know, creating. Look at that. So this is awesome. This is fucking beautiful. I just fucking love. I love cards. So much love and salute. Thank you for watching. And you know what to do if you want to go deeper into this reading. But yeah, what you don't see coming is your wishes come true right here. And look at the two Queen of Wands. But this goes really deep. It's like It's all going to come. Like, that's the big dick energy card. But can you see the root and the snake and the chacruna there? Reminds you of the ayahuasca. Oh, yeah, did I show you the hands? It's the Four of Wands. Fuck yeah, Empress. You're creating something pretty fierce here. It's coming in. That's what you don't see coming. Anything that is opposing you, that you had to have protection come in. You know, I think that's alleviating out of the picture. But, you know, when the devil shows up in a reading, that energy or the card, whatever it portrays for yourself in your life, is not really an easy one to get rid of. Yeah. But, you know, it's over. So, yeah, that's what you don't see coming is this big change. Your passion. Look at this one right here. Woo! And a possible upgrade in your partnership and or marriage or connection that you have right now currently, or it could be something that's coming in that's pretty hot. Thank you for watching. Okay, here's option 3 with the green bat. Oh, I love the green bat. He's so cute. Ooh, changes. Oh, with the honey calcite, which is so soothing to feel. It reminds me of the Mexican candy. That's really, really sweet. Like a tamarind candy. I forgot what they call it. And then they wrecked my teeth. I used to eat them as a kid. So, but honey calcite's the sweetness in the the sweetness in the body when I touch this, the sensation. Okay, the tarot as I flip is, of course, it's the Judgment card. Remember, this is what I said in the beginning. But all Judgment cards are not the same. So here's El Giorgio. Mm-hmm. So pretty. Okay, next. Oh my god, this one always cracks me up. There's the Eight of Cups right there. Oh, the Queen is upside down. That's the Queen of Swords upside down. Ooh, Ten of Cups. Wow, I'm telling you, these 7 sword cards, at least are upside down now. 7 sword upside down. Let's see what else is here. Oh, Ace of Wands. There's a big dick energy card here. Yay, 4 swords. The Magician. Nice. Oh no, the drama card. Okay, there's the 5 of Pentacles. But wait, there's more. Well, yeah, there's double 5s here. Oh, there's some change here. Okay, what's the other one? Whoa, 3 sword and the other one. Oh, this is a cute little card here at the end of this row. Let me I didn't realize there was going to be all this. Let me position them. Okay, yay, the light's back. It's let's see where the rest of it. Whoa. There's double 3 swords here. Oh, this is my novella pile. This is my novella pile. All 6 wands, but this is nice. The Empress, beautiful. 6 cups. The World. Whoa, here's the infamous World here. Let's just throw them over here. And the 2 Pentacles. That's a very popular card as well. 4 more Oracle here. The effigies here. Get out. The Armor. And the Longing. Wow, that's a lot of cards. I'm telling you, this is my novella. Lots of drama here. But as the title goes, what you don't see coming. Okay, let me flip the camera and get into the messages. Wowee. This is really dramatic. Here you have the effigy card, the armor, and the longing. I'll start with that one. That line here with this oracle card right here. Deck. Particular deck. Wowee. A trigger effect, a ripple effect of experiences of not surprising. This doesn't surprise you. But you're gonna come back to life. You will. Was this not a teacher for you to create boundaries and stick to them? So it can bring you peace. There's a lot of swords here. And then you got the Florite card here. The Five of Pentacles is all dramatic too. All right, let me tap in though. Okay, so these three cards are there. This is a lot of cards. You know, there's a lot of blame here. A lot of like, they did this, she did that, and it's just a lot of drama. A lot of pointing the finger that way. That's what boundaries are, like point them this way and do something about it. So then it like, you have peace. So the Judgment card here is interesting because it's just a matter of time that you revive back. See, you freed yourself up though, because there's an Eight of Cups card, and the way that it's signified here is like, woo, you know, plunging right on in, where there's definitely someone here in the picture that was a there's someone here, there was someone here in the picture that was, you know, very bold. I'll give them that. Or there's like someone backing down that's no longer bold or in the picture that affected your family or what is very dear and sacred and protective of you, whether it be blood or not. Something like a family here. That there's some person that there's a lot of deceit here with this person. Of course, these people get found out. This is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords always gets found out. So isn't it interesting that this Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords is upside down? Ooh, that's my bitch card. In this case, ouch. She's upside down, and so is the Seven of Swords. Ooh. So what? The family can be happily free from this situation and vibe. I like the second row. It's even funnier. It gets better. Okay, so here's the Big Dick Energy card. The Ace of the Wands comes. And what? You know, Four of Swords. You're going to have peace here. You're going to have time for, you know, you're like, it's coming quicker than you think. That's a come like, what you don't see coming yet is that balance again in the family, healing, togetherness again, that yumminess. If there was an opposition there, it's being alleviated here. I'll get to that because there's an Ace of Wands here, and the Ace of Wands is fire, vitality, drive, like ooh. It's the Big Dick Energy card. So it's going to bring you rest, peace, time for yourself. It's going to allow you to go out into the world again. What you don't see coming is you doing your magic again. You bringing the resources, your tools, your expertise, your like magic, all your tools, all that you have already. You don't need any training. Who you are is going to come out of that scarcity and defeat and that heartbreak and the betrayal. There's so much fucking drama here. You have 2, 3 swords. So there's a lot. There's some sorrow here. There's grief. There's sadness. You know, and it looks like it's towards another person, like outside of self. I'm going to ask more about this, okay? But someone over here is like thinking they got away with things. There's someone that's very immature here that thought they were going to get away with things. And then the big dick energy card comes in. Also, this is a card of success. There's healing to do here when the 3 swords comes into the picture 2 times, excuse me. That's a double card. But here in this road, it shows that you've been, like, you're victorious, you're successful at mending and healing this. You're the Empress here. You're in your creation power here. So what you don't see coming is you being victorious over this, being, knowing you're the creator of everything. You're in creation mode here. The family is repaired. And this is the World card signifying that this is the end of the old cycles, of the old way of thinking, of old patterns, of old cycles, old issues, and what you don't see coming is those options. You're not even going to know what to do with it all. You have a lot of ideas and lots of like monies to juggle, and should I go here? Should I go there? Or should I, I can. And there's like a peace in the family, especially if kids were involved, or if this had to do with someone that was blasted in the past, because the 6th cup is all like that reminiscing stuff, But for me, it feels like there's peace that got restored in the family here. And this is a completely, like you're protected. You're like if you were protected here as well. Because this Judgment card here, the Josio is like, I like the way it's portrayed. Because the Muerta's in white. She brings peace through all this. Wake up. Karma. Got to do something about this. Okay, what was I going to ask here? Let me look at this situation here. It's so beautiful what you don't see coming at you. Or like, it is deep down. But sometimes what I've been being seen or feeling is that unless you've made those boundaries and you're really clear and you're really sticking to them. See, a lot of things happen where they come towards you to get tested. And I don't think you're allowing it back in. According to this, it's like, there's so much peace coming to you. And you'll be out there doing your thing again. You come back to life. What was I going to ask this, though? I saw something that I was going to ask the tarot here. Because there's like, I completely spaced out. Anything else that the Ace of Swords is going to bring, because that's beautiful. I mean, that's just beautiful to the point right there. Anything else? Oh, this is so nice. Okay. So there's a knight and a king of the wands here. Over the 6 of wands. Over going forward with the sorrow and the 3 of swords here. And there's also the hermit. So if, like I said, this was going to bring you peace. What you don't see coming is peace. Like you can have your own space. Like there's a triumph over somebody that was very bold and very either demanding. Like what if, I mean, because that's my bitch card. But when she's upside down, like, ooh. She's my like, she turns into like the villain in the novellas, man. This one's high drama. People against this one and that one. Because it's not just you that I feel that's involved. It's just like a lot of people. But, you know, it can be one person and you one-on-one. But there is a family card. But, you know, I like the Hermit card to end the reading here. Because you did something here. You were in action. And you faced bold against bold. Yeah, that's a lot of courage, a lot of strength, a lot of persistence, a lot of vision on your behalf that you didn't back down, you didn't give up. Yeah. And now you can go and retreat. You can be on your own, have your peace, have no one's opinions anymore. Like, you don't have to, you know, hear what you should do. All this, like, there's so many voices and so many people here. Please comment, because I don't know what this is about, because it's loud. I mean, you know what this is about. You can see for yourself. I'm going to flip the camera over to show you the images. But I do like the freedom that's coming here that you don't see. You're going to have so much options. Like fun, finally. Because the Victic Energy card is like nice. And perhaps, that's maybe what I was going to ask. Is this Ace of Wands them, someone outside themselves that's coming? Because there is a Knight of the Wands and a King of the Wands here. And there's a Hermit card. Let me see. La la la, let me see. That's what I thought. You're like, no, this is about you. Because whoever this person or the situation here, you know, this bitch card here, the bitch person and the deceitful one, the deceitful energy, the liar, caused a lot of anxiety. Wow. Person really wasn't all that smart, because whatever this person got out of it wasn't much. Like, did they really think it was going to get them that far? I like what's over here. Okay, so here it goes. You're focused on your world, your expertise, your steadiness. There's a job card. There's an 8 of Pentacles here. Your body, it's like a reclaiming. Like you're going to be so like, what the fuck? Like you don't see this coming. It comes charging right at you. And then just because you went and go, God, you didn't give up. It's such a beautiful lineup of cards here. It is. It's like, I wait till I show you. Because I show you. But yeah, but this is about, the reason why these power cards come out after all this is alleviated and what you don't believe is because you can finally just like be in your power. That's what you don't see coming. There's a lot of fire coming in for a lot of people. This is so fiery. This is like, wow. I'm basking in your wowness. I'm basking in your, like this passion or charisma just comes out. Oh, it's just like you burst out and you're bold again. Although you balance it with being very retreatful. Like you have the wisdom of the hermit here. So having your own space and having quiet or having your own solitude is important at this time. That's what's here. Let me show you the images. They're beautiful. Okay, that's a lot of images. So I'll just go down the row. Check her out. That's who you were dealing with? Damn. Boy, oh boy, did that one sit pretty. There might have been another person involved here because this is like all over the place. Love triangles, an affair. Well, I don't know what the fuck, man, but this one reaps havoc. Mayhem. Oh my God. Okay, so it's upside down, so thank you. Because you did what? You moved, you like, that's that, you freed yourself from this one right here. So this is why I mean there was like a family involved, or a tribe that's really dear to you, like family. And that doesn't have to be blood. Again, these were the 3 cards, like yeesh. Let's move over here to the Big Dick Energy card, followed by the Peace and your Magic. Start moving the cards so the power cards stay on the table. So, again, what you don't see coming towards you is that peace. You and your magic. This drama is over. You put these two together. The worry, the lack, if there was money involved. Look, this is also over here when I asked anything further. Like, that's like what that person caused or the situation caused. It caused a lot of anxiety. But hey, like if you were drowning, like someone help. Okay, so it's upside down. I like to show you all the images, but I always like put the stress cards away afterwards. So you know, because you know what that is. And leave you with the empowerment of... Okay, so over here, yeah, the lack, the worry. What am I going to do? Do I have enough? Feeling defeated or humiliated, possibly. Or this person did this to that one. I mean, there's a lot going on here with these 3 cards. And given there's a double with this, double 3 swords, this person caused a lot of pain and sorrow. Or you went through a lot of sorrow and pain and just grief. And maybe there was loss here of some kind. I don't know, but this is pretty crazy right here. Because that's a lot of strife and deaths, going through a lot of deaths, finding out people who they really are. and feeling stripped and used and betrayed as fucked. That's what it feels like. Oh, but then, hey, wait a minute. Here's what changes. Remember, you're now have peace and you're in your magic. Why? Because there's the card of success. There's the Empress creating it. There's your family happiness right there, or the mending of. That's where I felt the beautiful healing for your family. Over here is the completion of the World card. Look how yummy, create that honey, and the Two of the Pentacles. Also, there was that Knight of the Wands, the King of the Wands, the Hermit, and your Eight of Pentacles. So let's go back over here. So there is success in what you do, and it's coming. It's what you don't see coming. It's your creation. There's healing here with the family. There's good vibes again. It's coming into balance. Remember, like I'm surprised the devil isn't on the table. Anyhow, this is the completion. Now you can go after all your nectar and honey. You're going to be experiencing this. And you're going to be like, whoa, we can do this. You can do that. It's such a beautiful vibe. And look at these two dudes, like the fire. But look at this intensity of the Knight and the King of the Wand. But this two here. Sweet. Thanks for watching. Much love and salute. You want a personal reading, you know what to do. This is really sweet. Okay. It is pile number 4 with this beautiful charm. This man said it was Bloodstone, and it's really, there's no red in it, but there's a way that you can look at it through the sun. It doesn't go through, and there's a speck of red, but this is a very interesting piece. It has 2 hearts. It's a very beautiful change, a bat change. And here it is with the flower agate, which is a whole story, how that forms and how it blossoms inside within the agate. Lots of transformation in this piece. What is the tarot in the pile? Let's see. All right, let's see. The Prince of the Cup. Oh, here's Judgment. That's right. The Judgment's always first because that's what this reading's about. Okay, we'll put the cards over here. Okay, so it's the Prince of the Cup. Ooh, nice. 3 Pentacles. This is such a beautiful 3 of Pentacles. Oh, Mr. Bowie with the 4 of those swords. Nice. Oh, wow. 6 of Wands. Get out. What else? 6 Pentacle. Oh, wow. Oh, the World card. Get out. This is one of the best piles. The 10 of the Pentacle. Get out. The 10 of the Swords. Absolutely stunning. That's just this tarot. Let me rearrange because there's a lot of cards. Just like I had said in the beginning, but I'm just like, whatever you've been done with, my God, this is going to change. You're going to be, oh, there's so much, this is, blah, blah, blah. Let me get the other card situation so you can see what's underneath here too. Jeez. Wow. Okay. Here goes the rest. There's an Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Oh, the 8 of the Swords. This little fool. Justice. Nice. Okay, let's move some cards over. Well, let me put that here because there's justice. Oh, wait, there's a couple more. Wait. Really? Well, let me show you this. This is actually their version of the Three of the Swords. And that's upside down. Okay. Makes sense. There's more oracle here. Oh, here's my DMT frog. It's called Shield Your Energy. What else is here? Communication. This is a beautiful, beautiful pile. Oh my God. Third eye vision. Secret temptation. Expansion. Awakened spirit. I'll rearrange so all of these cards fit, but wow. I'm wowed. Wow. Okay, let me flip the camera and get into the messages. The big word here is expansion. There's a lot of expansion. You can see my little DMT frog here. Okay. This judgment card is one where there's no resistance in your part. You're allowing it to happen. You're in a place where there's some beautiful renewal. There's something that you're really done. Like done about being done. Like it's caused a lot of tearing apart between you and another. Or others' situation maybe, you know. But there's what you don't see coming is this really beautiful renewal where you really get to find out who's been loyal as well. Because there's some, like within conflicts within yourself, like who's anybody anymore. Like you really had to dig deep here to find out who your VIPs are. Because there's somebody here you may have been dealing with that was rather immature. If you were involved with somebody, maybe in a partnership or seeing somebody or whatever the connection is, doesn't have to be like that. But it's somebody that, like, their offer was fluff or it didn't materialize. But see, if you really got involved with, you kind of had a heartfelt place for this individual or situation, but it broke your heart. So, you know, there's some hurt here that has turned over because the Justice card's here. So there's balance here coming in that you may not believe that's coming towards you. Or you don't see what's coming. That's what I named this. What you don't see coming. Is the balance of it all. Because you may be experiencing this, but there is a cup of renewal. And that's when love's overflowing and money's great and your emotions are, you know, everything's just fuck yeah, you know. That's me in ayahuasca ceremony, really. That Ace of Cups, it just keeps pouring and pouring and oozing. It just feels so good, like a spiritual bath. Like flow, the ultimate, like everything's just flowing right along. And then justice is at the end of this line. Also here, there's someone here It's going to give you an offer. And it's actually someone that has something to give you. It comes from the heart. This has to do with the flow of your money. It could be a job or really a great alignment if there's team, you know, and it's not like a solo thing. But the thing is with this, it really gives you peace. It allows time for yourself. It's successful. It's a give and take. It's generosity. You can leave your past behind. This is about you experiencing all those old patterns, all those old mindsets, all that old issues, mostly the cycles here, where money had, like, it prevented money from the absolute bliss. And that's what you don't see coming. We get you're done, but watch what this offer is towards you that is so aligned. I mean, what other alignments, what other offers going to give you what you're worth? It's so, like, yummy. It's rare, all right, because this is with the flowered agate. You don't find flowered agate. It's kind of, you know, a little rare. It's found. I live in lands where it's possible. I mean, there's lands where it's found. Back to this, though. It's oozing. It's oozing in health, like it feels good. Like your health returns if it was if you were not feeling well with that. Mentally especially. It's like you know, that's all that mental, like it's like very feeling like it's very, yeah, like it could have been over a person. There's like people departing, one individual perhaps, but you know, whatever the vibe is here, that's you're done in the mental, because I can feel it in the shoulders. Having that on your back is sure so turning and changing. Okay. The DMT frog is here. So, hey, if you're, I was talking about expansion here. So if you're one of those that into plant teacher medicines in the mind, the heart expansion, because that's where this abundance is really about. That's like DNT frog. The Healy frog. There's healing here that is saying, hey, perhaps it's some conversations you need to have with somebody. But the communication here, I think, has to do with not only you, you know, it doesn't just fall out of the sky. It's like you saying so. Is you saying yes. There's a communication card here. And then, you know, there's the vision card is here, which is another, like, your visions, like whatever you've like been envisioning is like, it's even bigger. Like, see, that's what you don't see coming. Like, what you've envisioned is even bigger coming in. Okay, there's the sacred temptation card. There's the anger. There's the vengeance. Or you may, like, if whoever this person is that caused the sorrow, grief. Wow, what a disconnect that went down. You know, it's in retrograde. These people try and come back. But you know it's about your expansion. You choose yourself. You know, you like, there's an awakened spirit here. Like there's two like really beautiful vision cards here. And you know, the pleasure, the fix, you know, isn't worth it, because you know you're tapping into something here. Again, this key word here for the vibe is expansion. See, even the Four of Swords is portrayed like in a yoga pose, like a meditative pose, like piecing out, like going within, like, but it's like peace, like I want to, not an obligation, like it's a lifestyle, like it's a way to be, to channel, like whatever it is, like do something physically, move it, sound, do something, take a walk, whatever, because it's very body oriented and spirit oriented here. I love that the Ace of Cups is here, that you're going to have that renewal that you don't see coming. It's all about the expansion you've chosen. It could even be a sexual type expansion coming. It means some things clean up there, or you're ready to have that root come back and experience, you know, sex or your power or your stability, whatever that is. It's very awakening. Anything else here about this at all? Anything? Because I always like live shuffle. Yeah. This is a beast of a card. I love the King of the Swords here. And it landed on top of communication and third eye vision. So this is like, you know, being very direct about something and being a beast about it. Firm on those boundaries. Which is the warning about it says secret temptation. You know what that is. You know what the overindulgence is. You know what the toxicity is. It could be well, look at the person over here that showed up. Because it's a Page of Cup here. That's a person card. Fluff. But there's some kind of something there, you know, about it. But I don't know what it is. It's like that. I don't know. It's like there's something about the immaturity or something that's naive, or you can get away with it, or you think you can get away with something, like it's a tease. It's like something that's lures you in, and it don't have to be a person either if it's like that. It could be something that doesn't give you anything, you know. There's like say if it wasn't a person, it could be gambling bias, but you know, there's no like devil here. It's like very kind of playful, but it's hidden. There's a lot of vibes. There's a lot of ways I can read this, but it doesn't give you what you're really wanting. It's kind of something you tease with because this person complies, but it's like messing with it has caused you sorrow and grief and pain, though. Has you thinking some things about yourself. It's very triggering. But you see, it doesn't overpass. So this is what the thing is. What you don't see coming, what's more empowering here, is you're going to get to be blissed out with what you create. You know, as the material and the monies come in, perhaps you can go and retreat somewhere. You can go heal yourself. You can go and, oh, I want that ring, and just like, you know, matter of fact, I have the money. a person comes, hey, you want to go road tripping? Like, sure, I'll pay gas because Wyatt happens to be there. Like that. But then there's the balance where there's the work involved. What you put in so you can create the abundance. Okay? So you're like, it's across the 10 of the swords. So that's going to get alleviated where you're going to start to experience all of this abundance that's coming to you. But why? Because there's the King of the Sword here. You had to have like seen, you know, this is a beast, man. I freaking love the way this is portrayed because you mean business. Well, if you're the Queen of the Sword in this deck, or the Queen of the Sword, you're my bitch card. When you're the King of the Sword here, it's the more than the, it's like, you know, to me, he's the straight up guy. Straight up boss. That's what he is. He means business. He's a beast. This is such a wicked portrayal of the King of Swords. I adore this deck so much. This is a really beautiful alignment of cards that's there. That's here. Boy, there's some big completions here. But yeah, that's what I got here for what you don't see coming. Won't surprise you though, will it? Let me show you your images. It's a lot of cards. Isn't that nice and colorful and yummy? Let's come in closer, shall we? Let's get a nice view of the lineup here. Make sure you see the words because, you know, I know it's important to some people to see the words. Okay. So we started with this Judgment card here. Let me close up here on the Judgment card. There's so much going on in this deck. Like, look at this womb action here on top. I see a lot of things going on. I just can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I just show you and tell you the basics, general reading here. But if, like, say if this was your reading, oh, I could go in depth with this whole card right here. Very powerful portrayal of the Judgment. But here you go. Someone's going to give you an offer. Look at this work lineup, man. See, this is like all Cirque du Soleil over here with the Three of the Pentacle. It's aligned. It's balanced. This guy's coming from his heart. He's something to give. He's not dumb. He's knowledgeable. You know, you've been through some things. You'll know different. Look at how the ground is over here. Look at this. Look at Penis Land over here. Isn't that sweet? I fucking love this deck. All right. Here we go. Let's move on over here to the peace it's bringing you, the success. You tune in this like heart space area here. See if I can get close. Can you see the look at that heart space? Oh, I could go on and on about this one. This is so fascinating, this vibe. But there's success, there's give and take, there's generosity. You've got some really good people supporting you. You know, you can completely bury the past here because definitely the World card's here. And this Bloodstone vibe, the bat, When the bat, I use the bat because there's a lot of change with everybody. And given that there's the flower agate, you're blossoming. Like, you're going to be wowed. You're not going to even recognize yourself. Okay, here, check out the world card. Look at what it's bringing you. Like, it's so abundant. Oozing. Yay, there's David right there in the corner. Okay. It's amazing imagery. Okay, see, here's your done card. See, but then she crossed over it. So you're going to be experiencing, what you don't see is you're going to be experiencing what this is about right here. I know you've been through it. There's a lot that's come down. Okay, look at the doggies here. See, so there is loyalty coming back because this is drama right here. These three. This is the Three of Swords upside down. And of course it's healing. There's a Justice card there. Okay. Let's get back to this guy. So, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him here. Okay, so let me get close up here. The dogs deserve it because these canines, they're what they're here to do, their energy, their medicine. Okay. Look at this one. And this is what it looks like. I showed you right side up. This is the Three of the Swords. They're portrayal of that, and that's upside down, so it's over. So I'm going to clean this aisle up here so I have the power cards showing in this reading because this is really incredible. Oh yeah, so let's put these guys here. And then here's the beast. Look at this beast, man. Look at this dude. It's intense. I love the King of Swords here. Okay. Oracle. So here's the DMT frog. Again, the card of communication. Whatever the words may mean to you, okay? Definitely my DMT frog. So that's mind expansive, deeper modalities of diving into self. Or it could be your imagination. It could be you're an artist. You know, DMT's colorful. Doesn't mean that you got to go do DMT. I'm an ayahuasca drinker, so, but that doesn't, you know, it's there. If you want to ask me about it. Anyways, communication, there's rebirth. There's like you're finding your voice, you know. Here's the visionary cards. You have two of them. So you have man, what you're like, don't see coming is the expansion. I mean, this fool's here. Like, he'd be the devil of this oracle. Like, that devil energy guy. Okay, that's like, but see here, it's all about the expansion in the root. Breaking open, being bold. Something's coming your way that's very powerful. This is beautiful. Thanks for watching. Much love. Salud. This is, I'm wowed and in awe. Comment please if you chose this one. Who are you? This is like bam, boom. Thanks for watching. I'll return soon. Wowee. Thanks for watching. Sometimes I do a conclusion, sometimes I don't. So when I do a conclusion, there was something interesting that happened with all the piles on the table. So if you were drawn to more than one pile, I would watch it. Each pile was completely different decks. And how about I saw a lot of repeat cards in each pile. Now, observing how I do with all the readings I do when I'm seeing people get the same cards gets my attention. Okay, so then these past pick-up piles that I've done, I just saw a bat. Well, wouldn't you know? Huh. It's almost dusk time. It's a little early, but you could tell when it's a bat because they're like, they fly fun. They fly really funny. And they're little. They're not big. They're little guys. At least the ones mostly, the ones I see here are little guys. Okay, so anyways, getting back to what I see on the table. So when I would do the pick-up piles, you know, if you've been watching those, like previous to this one, I've been watching the World card, the Justice, you know, I'll name the cards that I've been seeing on the table. And they won't necessarily be in that pick-up pile. But now, I'm seeing them come to the table now. And when I'm seeing repeat cards, wow. So, in conclusion, like I was saying, if you saw more than one pile that, you know, caught your attention, there is definitely a reason why. And I don't usually, you know, oh, if another one calls to you, do it. Just pick one. That's good enough. That's a lot already. So anyways, thanks for watching. Much love and salute. I'll be back soon with, I don't know, I'll see what I observe on the magic card table. I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.